Welcome to the C1D Paintball Podcast. You can listen to us on Spotify, Facebook, and YouTube. Be sure to join our Discord. It's the best place to connect with other paintball fans, talk strategy, share stories, and show your love for the game.
Huge news, Roy. The C1D Paintball team has a podcast. Yes, that's right, Dick. Wild bunch, those C1D fellas. Tune in every Sunday at 7:30 Eastern Standard Time for an amazing podcast.
Dad, come on.
Everybody to the Paintball Podcast, where every day it's just a paintball blander, where every day it's just a
Hello, I'm Andrew. Welcome to the C1D Paintball Podcast. I do believe Neil Young just left the building. That blew my mind.
Yeah, that was a good one. That was a good one.
As you can tell, I did not know what he was choosing, and I'm going to fall asleep to that. We got Mike with us, obviously. We have Jeff, who's on borrowed time as far as his hydro. I live in a part of the community where the power doesn't go out as he lives on the other side of the track. No, he doesn't. He lives at the other end of the community, and I'm just wondering if and when my power goes out as well. But we've got Jeff here, who's at least it's not the winter, right?
Thank God. Or raining.
Or,
Yeah, or rain. Oh yeah, last night thunderstorms. A lot of flooding now, just with what are they called? Climate change. And we're not.
Thomas must be busy.
Thomas must be busy as Thomas is coming out. Look, actually, we're going to hold that thought.
Yeah.
The number one thing I want to talk about to start the show is something serious, and I think everybody in the community, especially around the community that C1D is a part of, in the sense of like the commando action. And just, Mirabel, that whole area, we're in touch with a lot of guys in Ontario, Toronto. If you know Wolf, if you know just that whole community is homegrown area there, we're kind of a part of that. And what's been bringing a lot of us together since I got really back, not only playing paintball again, but kind of started making videos and looking at other people's content. Thursday night, Bradley Odell announced that while he'll be continuing to do what he does with great things like his editing, which he's starting to take off on, the fact that he is just a spokesperson for paintball. But they will, after the 500th show, which is rapidly approaching, I believe they have 4 or 5 more shows, then they will no longer do the show, at least regularly. And I'll be honest with you guys, I've never pulled any punches. My favorite podcast, Paintball.
Big time.
And it isn't because I know the guys. That's just like a bonus. He had Bradley, and obviously the King's been around for a while with them too. But I mean, Bradley, the founding father of that, he's earned that. I mean, they missed some Thursdays here and there, but I mean, the paintball schedule as it is, he's got 2 young kids in that, but I don't think he's going to give up. He's going to be doing less paintball. I think it's just always having to pivot around on the Thursday to do the show. And they always did enthusiastically. I listen to their show, and I've told you guys, I'm like, I'm talking to Mike and Jeff directly, but anybody who plays with me, I'm not good with technical stuff whatsoever. And, I listened to them when they had guys talking about things I didn't even understand about paintball, just to hear the stories and that. So I think they've absolutely earned to do what they want to do. I think, they talked about having special episodes if things happen. Paintball's in their blood. I urge any of you listening to this to tune in to their shows live for the next few weeks, because that might be the only time you'll be able to hear them live. So it is, I'm kind of bummed because I usually listen to it on the work Friday. They record Thursdays. I usually listen Friday mornings to it. So I'll be out of routine without hearing my boys, but they'll be out there doing things.
Yeah, absolutely.
Mike,
500 episodes. 500 episodes is huge. I mean, that's a milestone. I'm not going to take my hat off because my hairline's an absolute disaster, but hats off to that. I mean, that's an absolute huge thing. It is. I just got into paintball within the last few years, so I wasn't really up to snuff on the podcast world and stuff, but they were one of the first podcasts that I found and started watching even before we played with them on D-Day and stuff. And I actually found out who they were in the paintball world and stuff. And it's such a great show. And I love the vibe that both of them have together and stuff. And it's going to be sad to see them go. But hopefully they have a massive archive of all their old shows that people can, delve into. And you learn a lot from those guys. Super experienced, super smart. They actually know what they're talking about. We come in here and we just mumble and ramble about random shit and have a good time, but they bring facts. They know what they're talking about all across the board, speedball, markers, everything.
They have a lot of good history, a lot of good understanding of where the games come from and where it's been. Yeah. And their like technical knowledge, their manufacturing, just the history of paintball is alive in their show and their archives.
Absolutely.
I think they are, for this community in my paintball world, they are the voices. They are the Danny Galvins. They are the just the voice of Danny Galvin, the great voice of the Montreal Canadiens for so many years. Just they're the voice of paintball. I think of them from D-Day. I think of just, I mean, I told the story a few times when I went to my first D-Day. Nightmare was there, and Brad was standing behind them, like just at a table setting up behind them. They had a VIP section, and I'd messaged that I wanted a couple of the patches from Nightmare, so he was there, and he introduces, "Hey, Adam, how's it going, man?" Adam, I literally was editing your D-Day contribution, your video there, but that's a secret. But anyway, I was intimidated to meet him in the sense of like, oh no, his podcast, man, like Nightmare was huge too, but I'd already texted with him. I was afraid to meet the guy. It's like, man, I'm going to nerd out on him. So, but he's going to continue to do great things for paintball. And I mean, he's a fraction of my age. And you know, Jeff, I mean, come on, when you got in your blood that bad, I have no doubt the most important thing is these guys are going to take their creative juices and put it somewhere else into the community. And, hey, and if the king needs anywhere to like, I mean, you can't stop the king. You can't contain the king, man. So, maybe the Facebook jail had something to do with that. He sold a marker on Facebook and they banned the podcast or something for 3 weeks.
Terrible.
Oh,
do listen to that. Listen to their show. Because, like I said, while you can, they're still going to be there, but it's not quite going to be the same. But totally respect everything they've done for the community. They Absolutely. Have nobody. Yeah, 100%. They have nobody to apologize to about at least taking a hiatus or whatever you want to call it for now.
Well, they put in their work. They put in their work.
They have put in their work. They're part of my therapy, boys. What am I going to do? My paintball therapy. Okay, so let's. What were we putting on hold? I told Mike to remember something. That's like Mike
Thomas.
Me to remember something.
Thomas is finally going to be able to make it out on. He's 15th
coming back.
So next outing.
Yeah, he made last call last year, and he did D-Day, of course. But yeah, he's back. That's going to be awesome.
Hey, we got Owen, we got Adam, we got CS Machines and Fabrication from East Tennessee popping in.
From East Tennessee, awesome.
Yeah. Down in the States, down. Well, not close to me, but closer than you guys.
I worked for a company and spent many years going to Nashville, Memphis, Chattanooga, actually, and some of the outer areas there. Actually, it was
just picked up two vintage early 90s paintball markers yesterday. I was waiting for Jeff's ears to perk up.
He put his eyebrows up because he's just due to the light of that. I can't help being Canadian, but is that a hockey stick to your left, Jeff? It is. That looks like a Carey Price style stick.
It is. It was Jared's first goalie stick.
Hey, Dave.
Nice.
And
Farmer Dave, aka Trucker Dave, is here. You got that? You know, yeah. I'm not going to show you guys, but I've got about 20 hockey sticks right over here, including a 1981 231C Coho Billy Smith stick. Not from Billy, but I was
wondering why is that not on the wall? Oh, yeah. Wait, not from Billy. Okay, there we go.
Okay, let's talk about let's talk about the whole therapy thing. It's been the routine that seems to be now the regular routine of my paintball world, the C1D Paintball world for that matter, is like you got that early start. We always do break the ice. You get a few games in, it's probably going to rain, and then you have D-Day. And then vacations after D-Day, and we still haven't been rained out, but I feel now we're in my favorite part of the season. I mentioned this last podcast when it was just me and Mike.
Hot.
Mike and I. It's hot, but it's my favorite time because I like all the extras, but I just want to play at home. I just want to do that because I need that therapy. And like even Mike, I was talking with Mike and that it's like, we need to do this. It's like, well, we're going to do the podcast tonight. Usually we've been doing it basically every 2 weeks. Usually rather every week. Sometimes we do it, we skip a week in that, but we're not committed to anything like that. But I think, Mike, you kind of said, it's like, no, man, I can't play paintball. At least we're going to talk about it. Get in here. And okay. I want to hear Jeff. You, because of your work schedule and just bad luck and, having a life, haven't been able to play too much since D-Day, although that is one hell of a game to play in. Yeah. So you've seen things go on with C1D here. Anything peaks you out, or you've just been zoned out about it? Did you want to play and see Kona in the pouring rain, or is that one you're just happy you missed?
Like I said, I played one game at Warzone, like back in May. I played D-Day, and I haven't touched my marker since. And it's like, oh, if I'm watching you guys, do I want to watch it and feel bad, or do I want to? I would have loved to play that day, but in that kind of weather, sometimes my joints just, nope, not today. Not today, Satan.
That's what Voltaren is for.
Not with my meds.
Yeah, we actually, I tell you what, we talked about for a while. We want to run a special event using the entire field at Warzone.
Yes.
And I think when we're out there on the 15th, definitely have to look at the progression of
terminal,
of the terminal. I always want to call it aerodrome of terminal.
Not wrong.
Because if it's not ready, I think we might have to scale down or even push. We're going to do something there. I don't know if I didn't post it yet. Jeff, I'm not sure if you heard the last podcast. We finally played the rotating players into tire ball.
No, I didn't have a chance to watch that yet.
And tire ball is, I don't think I've actually produced it yet, but there is a little bit of footage on it. Actually, yeah, there's an aerial footage on it. There's a drone video. So in the Air Force, you kind of see the game in it. But we had the 4 people on each side. Now the field is flat because it's been graded.
Oh, yeah. Okay, that's
good. A lot of the rocks that were a nuisance are gone. They rotated in. When you got hit, you had to run, slap back in. It was just some confusion because the other team rotated in for a second time. It's like, no, the game's over. But
it's an infinite rotation.
No.
And
it never ends.
It actually worked. So we were quite happy about that.
Yeah, I had to sit that one out.
I have to watch that then.
I went down to the car and get my GoPro batteries, and that's the game I've been pitching for the last 18 podcasts. I'm we're gonna
doing that. Always missing it. I want to do it. Hang on, I'll be right back. It's done. Over and
damn it! I come back up and it was poor raining, so it's pretty sandy. It's a little sandy right now, so it probably would have been a little muddy.
Actually, it's funny because Connor's point of view camera is going to be kind of cool. That was a lot of fun Tireball game because Connor, when he spawned in, he was one of the later players. And they were pinned in spawn, and it's the top of it. The top part. It's not elevated anymore. It's flat. It's not a great position anymore.
Right. It used to be the advantage of the field starting uphill because you pretty much just shoot the whole way down while you're running, but
I'm not sure of the quality of his footage that we're gonna have on that one, but it's
audio-wise or.
It was fun with that one. Yeah, the Tireball game was cool.
Rotating them in the chat. I don't know if Owen and Adam went to the Mirabelle Tipman Challenge. I'm curious to
Jonathan
hear how that went. Jonathan did. I'm really curious to hear how that went. Mikey goes, but I think he hangs out in the speedball field most of the day.
Yeah. I believe the second half he's always drinking a pitcher or something.
Speedball slumber.
Yeah.
We won a pitcher of beer last year, and we still have the certificate for it. So,
oh damn,
yeah,
there you go.
But I really wanted to go. It just didn't work out this year. It's the first year since I started playing paintball that I wasn't able to make it to that. And it's always a good time. That and Rush, I've had an absolute blast at both.
No, it'll never make it. Yeah, it never stops me, but I know it was a hot and sweaty one yesterday.
Yeah,
and
it has been for the Tipman Challenge. Both years, it was really hot.
Was really, really hot.
Well, last year I believe they had to alt. Yeah, it was either that. Yeah, it was the Tipman Challenge last year. They had to. It was so hot, and the owners of the field are very great. They got a lot of people to keep an eye on.
Hugo's
so they
runs
actually,
a good ship there.
Yeah, they turned it in. They took the field that's open. I mean, it's the coolest part of the field, unfortunately, but the big open part where there's no shade. They took that and put it out of bounds because they didn't want people to get hurt or overheated. And we were playing mostly in the woods, like that horseshoe. It kind of turned into a rush.
The town and the D-Day, the town and the D-Day fields really would have closed.
Yeah.
Okay.
On the right hand side.
That town is amazing, though.
It's fun.
I never get to play in there much, but the town is incredible. If Farmer Dave was going to go, Trucker Dave was going to go, but he had work. Well, look, we've got a big event coming up that you're going to go hearing more and more about. We're going to do Bowling for Boobies again this year.
Oh, man.
Which, I like that event because, look, D-Day is like my favorite. D-Day was going to be, I can't top D-Day this year because it's special. I got to be general with you guys there. But the vibe going to Bowling for Boobies is, they're going to play 4 or 5 fun games and you just do whatever. And I'm going to sit this one off or whatever. And you're just running around with the boys and guys you don't know, and you're going to do something crazy and you try to herd cats. And there is no winner and loser in it. Yeah, I don't think anybody keeps score, nor should they. They just get together. They spend some money on a great cause and just enjoy the game and get together. And I mentioned it before, Mike, but you said there's like all these guys, a good portion of the players that go there last year were speedball teams that usually play against each other, and there can be some heated rivalries. So,
oh yeah, it makes for a pretty interesting day on the field when you see those guys meet up.
Yeah, it's incredible. How would you describe the field as you've got this? You got a north and a south side.
It's basically like a giant football field. That's how I try to explain to somebody, because a lot of the fields we play at oddly shaped. They got these inlets and outlets and different fields put together. But this is basically a massive rectangle.
And all the fields usually play east-west, and it's really, really long.
Yep.
But they turn it the other way, so the fields interact with each other in ways they're not necessarily intended, which means a million barriers.
That's so cool, because even with like 40 players, which is actually a lot, but I've seen way more players on that field. But even with 40 players, if you turn the field and you just play like half of it the opposite way, it's so much fun, because you have people that play there all the time, but like you said, they're not really expecting those certain angles or those certain buildings because they weren't paying attention.
It's the worst.
Before. But I absolutely love that field. It's mostly like fencing, tires, cones, and like plywood buildings.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, lots of spools. Andrew's favorite.
Well, there's some spools. Yeah, but lots of unique angles. Like you'll go into one building and it's kind of arched, a bit like a shed. They got the infamous tank, the helicopter, airplane.
So this leads into something that Explorer here, he mentioned at the beginning. Because of your thumbnail there. He was talking about the show's about stopping first strikes with your body. That was a while ago he said that, but now he's asking again. What's with only you can stop first strikes? I don't know where you were going with that, but I just
don't feed the ignorant masses.
First strike is huge. I don't know if it's just in the States or not, but at Capital Combat Zone on their mag fed events, there's not a limit. They don't limit it like snipers over here, D-Day. No, it's they have a certain amount of first strikes, and once they sell out,
the thing is, Canadians by nature are not sadistic, so.
No, look, if you want to play with that is cool. If you go into an event with that, but it is something that you can't go on a walk on and do.
Never.
And when I go to D-Day and I know there's first strike snipers, and first of all, first strike snipers, you got to pay. There's additional insurance. You take that in. There's additional cost in doing it. And I'll tell you one thing, this D-Day, they had a lot more snipers than us. And was that a big factor in it? Probably. But that's an event that you go to and that's the deal. Yeah. And it's just, for me, I just say things because it's not walk-ons and that. When people talk about the debate, look, first right is more accurate. It is. It is more accurate. And if you want to buy a crappy little marker or you want to get a whatever, look, I'm always going to use my TMC. It's better than some, but it's not as good as others. It's you know, it's just one of these things, and they do hurt more. They do hurt more.
Oh my God, they do.
I mean, it has to be at a big. This thing about they don't hurt more. They sting more, and they're people. Why can't you do it at a regular field? Look, we are rec guys at a base. You know, that's who we are most of the time. Although we can get in there and get competitive, we're not going to see first strike rounds out there. So for me, it's like I'm not a fan of them because it's like, well, I don't use them. And if somebody ever goes like, "Can we use first strikes today?" It's like, yeah, fucking using first strikes today. Are you serious?
I don't think it's meant for the walk on.
Like you see it though. We've seen it ourselves, and people get like warned about it.
CS Machines and Fabrication says 137 yards confirmed with my SAR 12.
Whoa,
wild.
Nice.
Wild.
And you're
I won't lie.
He's in a big game or something with that.
Like I have a marker
configured. We don't play on
first
fields
strike.
that big.
Well, that's it. I have my TCR. I've tricked it out for a sniper with a scope, and it actually does quite well with first strike.
Mm-hmm.
But the thing is, a lot of the fields that we have in Canada, except for the psychos, we don't have the square footage that would make a first strike worthwhile, or at least the advantage of. Like if you're, it's just an event like D-Day or the Tippmann Challenge at Mirabel, where you have literally, 50, 60, 80, 100 yards between the two teams, and you're covering that much distance. That makes sense. If we were to play on base at Warzone, first strike is like you're shooting the people on the next field over, and they're having lunch, and this first strike is even by their door. Like, where the hell did that come from?
Yeah.
It's like you choose your ammo according to the mission you're playing. And that's why you don't use hollow point, on QCB, because you don't know where it's going to end up.
Right. It's a time and place kind of thing.
Exactly.
Are people actually going to look at the thumbnail and think we're the podcast is about that? I literally was just tinkering with some of my original creations and meshing it through AI, and I did, and I thought about things. I said Smokey the Bear, just out of the. I might have been under the influence of something, but.
I thought with other wildfires, it was sort of like, what's the one? Okay, Smokey the Bear, only you can prevent forest fires.
Yeah.
What other threat is there to a paintballer is a first strike? Everyone knows, first strike, oh my God, first strike. So you think only you can prevent first strike. That would be the threat that a paintballer would have, That's how I got it.
You're playing deep into this because I created a whole bunch of funny little comic things like that. And for episodes where it's not based around a game day where I'll use the logo, I'm just going to throw them out there. I mean, okay, can we, okay, Mike, I'm going to send you something here.
I'm a man of culture. I'm sorry.
You're a man of culture? Then actually, no, you're going to appreciate what I have here.
I was trying to find a picture I had that I took next to Smokey Bear, and he looked pretty concerned that I was standing next to him.
I just have me next to a giant lobster at Peggy's Cove.
Oh, I saw the world's biggest lobster in Shediac. And I also saw the world's largest pistachio is in Alamogordo, New Mexico.
Oh, Lord.
I like pistachio, actually.
It's made of metal. It's not real. Okay.
I figured.
Okay, you're ready to episode images. So I have a bunch of these, just put on the side. Let me pull the good one here. Okay, yeah, this is one we were going to use for a while, actually, but we had to cancel that podcast. I sent that to you on Messenger, Mike, if you want to pull that up.
Sure.
So for people that say, why did you start up a fight about first strike rounds, which I only realized 2 minutes ago might happen. I did it the same night I did this other logo. So I was just screwing around with things. So
sorry, I'm a little slow.
That's okay. That's okay. I've
Well, you got the sunflower lanyard, right?
Oh, yeah, I remember that. I remember this.
Are you going to share with the class now?
No. I'm just going to savor it. I'm going to savor it.
Yeah.
So, I mean, yeah. So I did that the same time I did this. Only you can stock first strike. I think. Yeah. Anyway, so no, I'm not.
I can smell the regret.
I think it's.
Oh, it's it's like having a speedball. You don't want to make sure you control it. Okay, we take that down now. We can take that down.
No, I like it.
If you like it, go have some lettuce.
That is true.
All right. When are you out next, Jeff? Are you out on the 15th?
No. My next 2 Saturdays, I'm free. The 22nd and the 29th. Seeing as you're going on the 15th, so I'll be able to go on the 29th. I'll be there on the Saturday the 29th.
Void is coming, and we're going to mix with them. We're going to have an old-fashioned get together.
All right.
So
I'm fine with that.
Saying he misses us, so we
hugs our way around.
Group.
Yeah,
we'll use the new spoons of destiny. And
I think they went to the Tipman Challenge because he asked me like a week ago if I was going, and I was like, "Man, I can't. I wish I could."
Yeah, I think I think they I talked with them about it because, yeah, that's true. Gene said, yeah, they were supposed to be there the same day as us on the 1st, running their own thing at a Warzone, and it's like Gene said that no, they're going to save up to go next weekend to go to Tipman Challenge. But
yeah. I know I'm like 20 minutes late on this, but that's the wrong one.
Oh, there you go.
Look at his eyes. He looks so concerned that I'm next to him.
Or you just choked next to him again.
Yeah. Well, we took the ski lift thing up at the top of the
gondola
mountain. Yeah, there you go. And was definitely smoking the whole time. So Smokey was a little worried that I was there that day. But no, the podcast.
No roaches in the bush.
wasn't strictly about First Strike, so we were just kind of messing around there.
It was just there's nothing. I mean, I look, like I said, if I say I don't think I'll ever own a gun that fires a First Strike, and that, like I said, I love my TMC forever. I'm finally going to get it painted. It's just the marker for me. And if it's one of these things. It's when people get into fights about it. It's just like, it's use that in tournaments and stuff. But
yeah, I have a few markers. I've actually never shot a First Strike in my life. I think Nick might have let me shoot one when he had a mag loaded up at Warzone, but I couldn't.
They are addictive, though.
Yeah,
I'll tell you, they are addictive.
You're turning it up a notch. You're jumping a level.
What I'm pointing at,
accuracy over volume. Because I'll shoot. I just love shooting. Like big events, I wouldn't even want to be one of those guys shooting First Strikes because I'm like, boom, there's 50 cents. Boom, I don't know how much they really are, but I know they're like significantly more expensive than round balls.
I remember.
I think close to 85 cents a ball. I think is like.
I just love lobbing balls all day at big events. So I'll shoot a case, myself, and in a 4-hour span or however long we play for in those big games. So I wouldn't even want to do that.
I just went to MagFed because I hate hoppers. I hate hoppers.
600 round is a 3. Oh my god. Yeah. Well, I think you guys pay a little more over there than we do over here for First Strikes, but
goddamn tariffs.
Reminding me, I gotta go to work tomorrow now. Thanks for that one.
Hey, I just started my weekend. I'm off in next 2 days.
I mean, look, people play their own style.
Yep.
Full auto mag dumps of FSR are super fun, though. I'm sure they are. Imagine the sound.
You got money to burn, dude. But I agree. It would be fun. I mean, look, it would be interesting to go into a scenario game, MagFed, where maybe you have that. It's like, okay, you got your primary marker. Okay, Andrew, you like your TMC, use that. Okay, whatever. But you actually you got 3 magazines with First Strike rounds you can use all day. Something like that might be cool. You limit it. Yeah. Okay. We're
now he's stretching. Now he's flexing.
Right here, 350.
Bold American.
No, it's just anyway. I could go on about it. I mean, scenario things are good with that, but no, I don't. Like I said, I prefer. It's just like there's sometimes it's like anything. The people is like, oh, I should be able to use First Strikes anywhere I want because I pay more for it, so whatever. It's like, okay, but yeah, you're talking to a guy that plays non-competitive most of the time, so I don't dump on. I should have realized that could cause a problem.
I actually like the guys I'm shooting at. There's health in moderation.
Yeah, we'll end up being like one of these 90s talk shows with brawls and that having provocative titles.
Interesting thing I was thinking about lately.
Jerry Springer.
over here, I mean, everything's getting really expensive, like groceries, gas. I don't want to get political by any means. I'm just saying, life in general.
An American talking to two Canadians? What could happen in 2026?
No, look at that. Yeah.
Everything's just getting more expensive. I noticed it. Like my electrical bill in the last 10 years has like quadrupled. Groceries, you notice the difference when you go and you fill your car. Gas is an easy one. I mean, it fluctuates, but everything has gotten more expensive. Rent, just everything. But I've only been in paintball for 3 years, but even looking back like 10 years just to digging around and stuff, I've actually noticed that besides the equipment, the initial equipment of getting into paintball obviously is a little expensive. Once you're in it, paintball is a fairly okay. Rec ball, woods ball. When you get in the speed ball, I mean, you're shooting cases.
Yeah.
But your regular walk on rec ball, the thing that gets players intrigued and into the game and stuff, at least what I've experienced, hasn't really gotten super expensive. Has not been going up every year like everything else. I just think that's kind of cool. I don't know if it's for any particular reason rather than like you don't want to raise the prices and push, new people away or just push people out of the thing. But like, I just find it kind of cool that everything else in the world goes up, but you can still go out and do something as fun as paintball and not have to spend $1 million. And I'm not talking getting into paintball because that's a little expensive.
Yeah. Once you're in, I mean, the margins aren't huge. Yeah. Once you got your gear, you're pretty set with that. I mean, you're trying to make combinations. Now, I do agree. Paintballs themselves going down depends how much fields mark up the case. Yeah, but that's where they make their money. Yeah. I understand when people say, "Oh, you play mag fed, you don't play first strike. You buy a bag of 500 balls and it lasts you 3 days."
Wow.
It's like, oh, I've had that happen, where it'll last 2 days, let's say.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, you know what? I don't shoot a lot of balls with mag fed, but I'm sorry, there's guys that we play with that shoot mag fed that shoot a case of balls a day. Right. Now they're loading like fucking crazy. They're loading a lot all day.
Well, that's what the speed loader is good for.
It's just your style. Yeah, speed loader. I mean, I've got my speed loader and that. I understand some people, it's like, well, you don't make mag fed is because they don't make the field money. You know what? I would pay a premium to play mag fed if I have to, but I mean, it depends.
For sure.
I buy a bag of 500 every time I play. If I have paint left over, I play with that, but I still, every game day, I buy my 500 balls, my entry fee, and I've done my bit for the field, just to make sure I can come back to next week and they'll be here. That's what I had that discussion with Thomas, King of Paintball, and with Brad about that, because he had said, well, like you said, they only buy paint every third game day. I said, no, not all of us. Most of us do buy at least 500 a game, just to make
lag out a little there.
Okay. And what we have left over, we like new people to the field. I'm heading home. I'm not going to use paint. I still have like a 200 balls over there. Mm-hmm. Here, you finish the day. There you go.
Yeah. Somebody's shooting that paint that day.
Yeah. So remember the unfortunate incident with the girl who got bunkered on base that day, that event there.
Oh yeah.
When I saw
shit.
They
were having
he was coming around on the corner and it's like I'm going, wait, there's only two.
We're gonna play a game tonight. Guess what Jeff was saying? CS Machine, while we try to get Jeff back on here, my wife and her box mag, she makes sure there's no paint left over.
That's awesome.
Whoa, we got Mike and Miranda. CS Machine and his wife seem to be a paintball player's dream wives there.
Yeah. Well, yeah, we usually share.
Am I here?
He is. You're here now.
Okay.
You're here now,
yeah.
Sir.
So I gave the rest of my paint to the girl who got the next shot there. So just like, and they went, really? Yeah, I'm done for today. Use my paint.
Mm-hmm.
There we go.
So, get revenge. Here's revenge on
me.
Well, no, I was leaving. No, so it's like at least they have the finish day with a positive.
Damn it! Hey, Jeff,
that hamster just is not keeping up with you.
Yes, I took a, and there goes Andrew.
You're cutting out pretty bad there, Jeff. In and out. I don't know.
I'll drop because I'm running low on juice.
Okay.
I'll head out.
All right.
All right, my
Thank
friend.
you.
Sorry about that.
He's withdrawing.
You're good, man.
Withdrawing from battle. Take it easy, Jeff. I hope you get your power back soon. I'm just happy I didn't lose it. Usually I lose it or he loses it. The whole community doesn't. But anyway.
This technology, I can bring him right back. There he is.
Woo! Look at that. Wow.
It's like he was never gone.
Yeah,
Anyway.
but I mean, we should do a
Trucker
mag
Dave
game.
said we try to. Generally, I mean, there's maybe one or two speedballers. I mean, Connor loves his
Connor would go mags. Connor would go mags. Who would?
I'd want to say there's 90%. Like if there's 10 people there, 9 of them are using MagFeds net late.
It's true. It's true.
There was a couple exceptions last week. I think somebody was having issues with something, and so they threw their hopper on or whatever. But 9 out of 10 people we play MagFed anyway, so I would just consider it.
Yeah. Well, it's kind of an honor thing too, the way we play, and I'm sure a lot of people can attest to it if they're lucky enough to have a group of guys they play with over a number of years. Is you learn what's the acceptable rate of fire, let's say. But that's that whole style. Some people shoot a lot of paint. Some people, we had a mag game out there, but an open class due to lack of people. Yeah, it's hard. I think. Well, look, we'd only need, like you said, maybe 3 or 4 extra mag-fed markers, so everybody plays that during the day. But the guys that don't,
I think
really
we're pretty
don't
lucky over here with everybody. It was some of it was persuasion. I mean, they see everybody else playing with it and they like it, and but I think we're pretty lucky over here with the amount of people that we have show up on our C1D game days that play MagFed and stuff. So it's really cool. And when the day my wife transitioned over, I never thought it would happen, but she loves it, and I don't. Besides big events, I don't see her ever using a hopper again. So.
Oh yeah, I mean, I still remember first going to Warzone when that became kind of our home field, or Connor and I were like scoping it out for it. He had the hopper, I had the magazines. There's only 2 or 3 of us with magazines, so the game days from the videos back then, we would play 10 games easily in the day. I still would leave early, like I do around 2.
A lot less.
Sometimes we got a dozen games in because we didn't have to reload too much. And you know me, I had 12 mags and I don't fire too many.
Yeah.
But now everybody has to reload. But you know what I like about that? We don't play as many games, but we just sit and shoot the shit.
Good conversations.
Yeah. It starts raining, so some people decide they want to run outside and play in the pouring rain.
God, that was wild.
Yeah, or they embrace their inner. What did I going full Brant? Is that what I said? Because Connor took his shirt off. He's going full Brant.
Yeah. Yeah, it used to be, I think Nick was the first guy who used to always take his shirt off. And then it was just tradition me because, man, it just gets hot out there.
Yeah, look at the king himself, man.
Now we got half the team. There's no shirts. I think by midday we could probably play what is it? Shirt skins.
Yeah, skins versus shirts.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of shirts, I actually got the new batch of swag from Infinity Customs. Yeah, we should just put it in. We should record a new intro and just mention them at the beginning.
Intensity.
I said Infinity. That's one of my transporters at work. Intensity. That's why we have to record it.
It's Jeff's fault because he reminded you had to work tomorrow.
There we go. It came back. Me and you are really we got recall memory tonight. Usually when me and you are behind the wheel alone, it's just we're just gonna hit a light post.
Explore paintball, MagFed, like other paintball styles, are fads that come and go. Tournament has been the most consistent. You can see it when the company puts the money in. You can see it when the company puts the money into. I can't read. Well, yeah. Hopefully it's something that sticks around. I see all the new markers coming out and stuff, and they're leaning a lot more towards MagFed than
That's
when
a viable option.
Into it. When I first got into it, like there was the basic. Well, I guess it was only 3 years ago, but there wasn't a lot of. I see a lot more MagFed options now than even when I first got into it.
Oh, it's Planet Eclipse has helped with that.
Yeah, for sure. And there's a lot of conversions that I see where you can, like Trucker Dave's got for his Planet Eclipse. Well, I don't know what they're called, and something 100. It's basically the hopper version of the EMF.
Yeah.
But he's getting a conversion kit that's going to turn it into both. So you'll be able to play MagFed with that.
I mean, that's
it's stuff like that that makes. I think it's gonna stick around.
Oh yeah, I mean, look, everybody's in it for a different reason. I'm tinkering. I like tinkering with the cosmetics of my stuff.
Oh yeah, the EMEC 100. God,
yeah, EMEC exactly. I like tinkering with it. I broke my shroud. Got broken in an accident involving Trent. But I realized I have another MWR shroud, and the little piece that snapped off on the one that snapped off, it's like, oh, this was a secondary piece screwed into place. So I went there, and it's like, well, sure enough, the older one I had has a similar piece. Only one of the screws lined up, but I put it in, put it on. Everything worked out well, sat there, getting the paint out, polishing it down. And I miss that. Because before D-Day and everything were consumed with D-Day and making sure everything happened right. We talked about it, promoted it, and it was so much fun, but I didn't get to sit there in front of my workbench and, polish my marker off a little bit, do little things that I just like. I like having my
That's another form of therapy too, not just getting out on the field, but like, I don't know, sometimes I dread it. But other times I really enjoy sitting down because me and Miranda usually do it together. So it's another, thing to do. But yeah, CS Machine and Fabrication. My uppers are bringing back Hammer 7 pumps. I will be doing full.
Oh, so CS awesome. Machine and fabricates paintball gear.
Yeah, look them up. Look them up. That's
there
awesome.
We go.
I've had.
Wait a minute. I think they were on Maritime Paintball Podcast. That's possible. New EMF every few years. You guys are getting me to all this technical stuff now. We're actually talking technical stuff on this podcast.
Update the EMF to a new core every few years, and that will be the standard. No one wants the challenge. Yeah, I mean, the EMF, that core system that they got is so great.
They would have me if they did one thing, and that would make a different design. And I'm sorry, maybe it's the poofy airsoft in me. I like having my marker look like a marker, not like
they're so customizable now. Though there's a lot of them that you see that you wouldn't even know what it was.
Okay. Well, maybe it's an affordability thing.
They're expensive to deck out if you want to really change the look. But there's so much stuff now for the EMF.
Okay, Mike, by the way, I made an executive decision. I'm upgrading both my cameras. To get decent cameras, at least a DJI status on those. Yeah. I like the Castle that I had, the one that Connors. It's really good. I'm going to upgrade that one to a better version of that. And I'm going to go DJI on the other one. I'm going to take it up. I like how I do things in that. But the cameras I got, which they don't make them anymore. I got all these old batteries, and it's like, the batteries last 45 minutes each, which is great. But the battery life in a lot of these other cameras now are getting pretty good. They're getting pretty good. So I don't mind buying an expensive GoPro battery because it's going to last a while.
Right.
So I just wanted to actually tell you that, and I'll probably need your guidance in that one.
For sure. I've been a little spoiled. I started with the GoPro 5. I've always had GoPros. I was just like, I knew they were quality. And at the time, people are surfing with them and skydiving with them and stuff. I'm like, I can play paintball with these. It was always really good. And then I upgraded to the 9, and then I think I upgraded to the 10.
Yeah.
But
anything after 7, 7 was where stabilization. This is going to be a hell of a description on the podcast. Don't listen to it. We talk about paintball. After 7, the stabilization, whether 7 and up rather, was like remarkable.
Amazing. And, you could be sprinting and your mask could actually do quite a bit of hopping. The first mask I had was like the cheap HK Army one that you see everybody start with, $40-$50 or whatever. And
mine was the Vulcan one.
It flopped so much, but once I bought that 9 or whatever, you couldn't even tell. It stabilized it so well, and the sound it blocks out a lot of that clunk 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 that you.
But you don't play with an external case, do you?
No, I don't, and I've been lucky.
Get hit. I don't know how you do that. I get hit solidly at least 3 at least 3-4 dozen times a year, I get a shot off the lens of my camera.
I'm pretty wary that I know it's there because I'm constantly messing with it, making sure it's recording. Because I've messed up so much recording, so I'm pretty like I know that it's there, and I know that I try to do different kind of peaks, so I'm not like leaning just my camera out and stuff. But I've taken 3 that I know of this year, and Connor got me really good in the back of the truck during that night game last year, directly to the lens. I took 1 or 2 at D-Day directly to the lens, and I got very lucky. But Miranda, not so lucky. She had the external case that protected the camera, but not really the screens.
Oh, it protects the frame.
It's like a big,
it's a skeleton.
Frame.
Yeah, it's a skeleton.
And it's heavy too. Those aren't that great. But she took a shot at tire ball.
Right.
It didn't smash the camera, but there's the front viewing.
The front viewing thing. Yeah, I remember that.
Which I turned that off anyway because when we play night games and stuff, so I had that off, and I think there's still paint hunked in it from months and months and months ago, and it still works 100%. That's what I love about it. But DJI has been killing it as well.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to look because, I'll tell you what. You stay here. You keep the troops entertained for a couple seconds here.
I got to read a few comments off here.
Okay, you read a few comments. So I've got.
I think of picking up a GoPro Hero 10. Been using my buddies for a bit here. That's exactly what I have, and it's so good. So good. The 10. And I tell you what, it's pretty durable too. I don't wear a case at all.
Okay,
and I've taken so many shots to this thing. The biggest thing about them is the moisture around the glass and the lens and stuff.
This is how I'm going to bankroll my new camera. This is an open set of Halo Wars mega blocks, and the autographs are from the people that worked at 343 Industries who designed the Halo game. I've also got another one. That's a Wraith unopened.
Oh, sick.
And Halo Fest autographed by the 343 team as well. All unopened. That I think will translate into a nice camera. Somebody be able to use these. Actually, this one's really good because the line was called Halo Wars for Test. Yeah, I'm going to sell them to raise money for my camera fund.
There you go. I was wondering where you were getting with that.
No, so let me put this away here.
Explorer, because I think this is what you have. Correct me if I'm wrong, but Explorer said would like a DJI camera just because he wants the mini mic. That's what you have, right? That DJI mini mic.
Oh yeah, the mic is awesome.
That's been great.
Did you see? Did you hear my the New Brunswick video? Watch the first.
No, I haven't seen it. I haven't watched it yet.
Okay, listen to it. I'm on a beach with the wind behind me.
Oh, nice.
It's perfect sound.
Oh, that's awesome.
And I'm so far away walking into the frame that you have to pay attention. Like it looks like I voiced over after. No, those things are incredible. I kicked myself for not getting the one with the second one, but I can buy that separately. It is so good.
Insta360 has been pumping out some really good stuff lately too. I never heard any more, like you said.
What are the battery life on those things though?
I think they're pretty good. They're right up there with GoPro and DJI.
Stabilization. If it performs the same way, But what's the okay? Let's look.
They're pricey for sure.
Are they pricier than the GoPro?
I believe so. I want the mini mic for doing the interviews. See, I shouldn't do this kind of stuff because I have no idea actually.
Okay, no, Insta 360 Ace prototype waterproof action. So that's the one that looks like a regular camera because they've got the little oval one as well.
Yeah.
This is standard bundle $394.
Andrew is looking Canadian. Into the DJIs. DJI. They're really good. I don't personally like their customer support service system.
Okay.
I've had a couple run-ins with them.
Shit. Really?
Yeah, but that was drone stuff, and I know that the drones are really expensive, and they don't like fixing those and dealing with them and stuff. But yeah, I've had a couple falling outs with them. I've never had an issue with GoPro customer service. I can tell you that.
Insta
Osmo
looks
4, 5, or 6.
I know that's very popular, but I mean, I'm looking here at, let me open it up here. So we always got something to talk about. Feels like it's like we're doing a morning radio show and we just drag our asses in, talk about the sports scores and just string it along.
Sipping coffee, just trying to stay alive.
Okay, let me see where action camera. I did a little look here. There's also actually there's some good. I've got an Acaso right now, and this guy I actually chatted with, the Acaso VX50. It's got good stabilization and everything. The camera sells for $140 Canadian, and I saw some excellent reviews. But it's like, no, I want to do this properly. And I mean,
I'm wary just at the price.
Yeah, exactly. Look, GoPro Hero 13 Black. Okay, good camera right now. It's $610. DJI Osmo. The Osmo's $610. But the other one I'm looking at too is the Osmo Action 5. That's about $550. Yeah, Insta. Maybe I should do more of it. I think Wolf's just done something about this recently. I should ask him. And he was using a DJI, but I think he had a problem with the default settings. You can't use the default settings on it. So I might ask him about it.
To fine tune it.
Yeah. Oh, here's
That's what I like about the GoPro. It's right out of the box. You just pick what quality you want in frames, and everything else just is right there. It's pretty simple. Yeah. It's like the iPhone of you know what I mean?
It is.
Camera. It's simple, big, but it gets the job done for sure.
DJI Osmo Action 4 to follow up on Explorer. Yeah, it's $330. It's supposed to be good. Anyway, I'm going to have fun with that. I just like tinkering with it anyway. And the funny thing is, all the extra little cameras I have, I want to do things like just keep them around the field.
I love when you do that, and I like not knowing they're there because you can tell. You can tell if I know they're there or not. At the time that it was the beginning of the year last year when I wore that Christmas blazer.
Oh yeah.
Green Christmas blazer with like reindeers drinking beer on it or something.
That's it.
You set it on the camera on the staircase. You set the camera on the staircase on base, and I didn't know it was there. And when you threw that in the video, I was like, man, that was so cool.
And it was kind of neat too because it was on just the mini tripod, the foam ones used for desks. And it kind of, as people went with their big winter or combat boots at the time, the camera kind of shook a little bit. And then I said, well, I'll stabilize it. For those of you that don't know how stabilization works on a lot of these cameras, not the cameras themselves, because that's a gyroscope, but for editing software, it's pretty simple. It crops the outside of it, and it just manually goes left and right and kind of has algorithm. But the thing is, it zooms in on it. It takes a bit of the quality away from it. So, but when I did it with that, it actually kind of looked cool.
Oh yeah, it gave it a cool effect.
It gives it a cool effect, and that's why I like editing sometimes. Not sometimes, a lot of times, is you just stumble into things.
I don't know if it was the end of last year or the beginning of this year. I watched a lot of your videos. You were doing some of the intros where you were setting the camera up at like the spawn points. And those are really cool angles too, watching everyone run out.
Yeah.
Or run past or whatever. There was that one of I think it was you, Jeff, and Miranda on Tireball, where you just run up to the first bunker and everyone's just shooting in slow motion.
Oh,
that was
yeah.
Really cool. Yeah, I actually I still have my 5 kicking around, and I got 3 batteries with it. And I've been meaning to bring it out for that reason, but I always forget.
You can use any camera for anything, and we mentioned his name earlier, Wolf, and he's the one that showed me. I had a video called Wolfing It like a few years ago. Our first year, maybe our first day at Warzone Paintball, we played on the field Saving Private Ryan, which got leveled and is now a village. But where I just took my camera and I leaned it up because I was in kind of not a sniping spot, but I was in a little entrenched area, and it worked out great. And I saw him at D-Day doing it just this year. It's like, man, this guy showed me, just like we started the show talking about the Maritime Paintball Podcast. It's like, okay, I know that Brad and the King are still going to be doing what they do because it's in their blood. I'm gonna miss the freaking show.
Yeah,
miss the show.
Miss them both.
Yeah,
for sure.
You don't mind if I cut this short, Mike? We've been going for an hour, and I feel good, and I don't want to let it drag too long like a bad Saturday Night Live sketch.
I'm fine with that. I smell dinner cooking, so.
Ooh, all right. I'll wash my hands and meet you at the table, sir.
Sounds
all right.
good, my friend.
All right, so we'll be talking in a week. We're gonna have a game day coming up. I don't know what the weather is, but considering how much it was raining last time, I don't think unless there's an arc involved, I don't think we have to worry about canceling anything.
No, I'll be there, rain or shine. Miranda missed the last outing for her softball tournament, so she's probably really anticipating coming out, shooting you guys up. So
there you go. Let's hope the spoons of destiny keep me on her side.
Yeah, thanks everybody. Explore, Trucker Dave. We got
Adam Owen.
CS.
Oh yes, CS.
Fabrication. Adam and Owen. Yeah.
We got to look into that because if he does stuff for paintball,
thank you.
I enjoyed the time. Anytime, yeah. Just send us a little. We'll look into you here, the stuff you do, because I'm not great with technical paintball. But
yeah, I want to look into that Hammer 7 stuff. Explorer got me a Hammer 7 last year, and I've.
Well, that's right. He sent it to you. Yeah.
Yeah. That was amazing, and thank you again, by the way. I've only used it once. And I've been wanting to do something with it. I don't want to just use it stock, even though when I brought it out a couple times, but I've only used it once for a game day. So I want to do something cool with it. So I'm actually excited to see what you got cooking there.
Cool. All right, everybody. Everybody's signing off here as well. Adam and everybody. This is therapy for y'all. We'll try to be here as many Sundays as you can, whether it's game day or not, whether we're do we bait people into saying only you can stop first strikes? I'm going to hear about this.
Well, we got paintball nothing.
Oh no. Oh God. I know that some of the guys in Northern Ontario are going to give me shit. Some of the boys that backed us on D-Day. Oh, we're in trouble, man. Anyway, go out, have fun, make the best of it, because it's been said at the end of the day, it's just a game.
C1D Paintball Media.